All right. Good evening, guys. How are you guys doing? I hope you had a fantastic week. My name is Jason McGee, and I've been involved in this solution for about 3 years now. My fourth year will be November 23rd. That will be my anniversary. And I can tell you guys right now that this solution, I know a lot of people like to say opportunity, I call it a solution. This solution has been absolutely what I've been looking for my entire life. Um, Fast forward 3 years ago, I was a guy who was told that he wasn't going to be successful unless he got a college degree. So not only did I go get one college degree, I got four college degrees. And I realized that I truly haven't fulfilled my purpose, and I couldn't pay back my college loans. I lost my scholarship playing basketball when I got hurt, and I couldn't pay back my college loans and maintain a lifestyle at the same time. Basically, that's fancy for I was living paycheck to paycheck, right? And but most people are, right, and that's really one of the challenges that we face today. Everyone, if they could, would love the opportunity to make more money, right? And 3 years ago, I was the guy that pretty much was like, man, I know I was designed for something more. I know that I wasn't designed to pay bills and die, and I didn't want to be the guy who got out of this world just playing it safe. I wanted to do something where I can make an impact in the world. Why? Right? Because 79% of people live paycheck to paycheck. That's a known fact. Bureau of Labor Statistics, right? 85% of people have less than $500 in their savings, which is scary, right? You can't even afford to have an accident. Lord forbid, a car breaks down, or a family member has an emergency, or whatever the case may be, right? But 85% of people have less than $500 for their savings. Another statistic I was reading today, because I love reading statistics, they said 89% of people only have the most money during tax time, which is absolutely scary, right? And I didn't want to fit in that paradigm of those things. So 3 years ago, guys, I said yes to a solution. I said yes to learning a skill that I didn't realize up until now that it was going to pay me for the rest of my life and secure my legacy. In 2 weeks, I made upward of $48,000. I basically made my annual salary within the first month of me learning this skill. And I did like any normal person would do. I retired at 31, 32 years old, right? And have been ever since. Not only that, because I was granted that, I made it my mission to help as many people as I can retire. Fast forward 3 years now, we have about 58 people retired, and we're looking to not only double those numbers, but quadruple those numbers in the near future, right? So getting into it, guys, do you ever feel like you were meant for something more? I know I did, right? I've pretty much worked the night shift my entire life. I got tired of working the night shift, not being able to go home. And I had a young daughter at the time. She's young now. She's 6 years old, so she was around 2 or 3 years old at that time. And I wanted to basically spend time with my daughter. I didn't want to be the dad that was missing plays and not going to the events, and not being able to see her games and gymnastics. And this was a big why for me, right? Because I seen, a matter of fact, I was actually guilty of denying people's vacation because I was a supervisor, right? Telling people, no, I'm sorry, the vacation book is full. You can't take off to go see your son's event. You can't take off to go see your daughter's event. And that was terrible, right? And I knew I was meant for something more. And so, guys, I asked that now. Do you feel like you were meant for something more? Because 85% of people don't feel happy or fulfilled at their jobs, and they dread waking up every day. Why is that? Because they're doing something. They're not doing what they want to do. They're doing what they have to do, right? And sometimes we think that we're doing the right thing from that, but every time you do something that you have to do, and it's not something you want to do and you're not passionate about, it chips at your integrity a little bit by a little bit every single day, right? Then what happens? You end up hitting the snooze button. You're not enjoying where you're working. You don't like the people you work with and all of that, right, guys? We are all destined for abundance. The Bible, that for those who are spiritual and for those who are not, there are laws of the universe, but we were not born to pay bills and die. That's not what the Bible says. That's not scripture. That's not life. That's not law, right? We can do absolutely whatever it is we want to do with the proper belief, desire, and guidance. So when you're not happy or fulfilled, your confidence, your self-worth, your happiness, your health, your finances, all of these things suffer, right? And when these things suffer, guess what? You attract more of that in your life, which creates a low vibration. So what if there was another way? What if things could be different, right? These were the questions I asked myself 3 years ago. And guys, if you would have asked me 3 years ago what I would be doing, I would have been telling you guys I would try to move up into a company, become a vice president. And I just knew that the further and further I tried to do that in my career, that it was going to be harder and harder to climb up that ladder because it was politics and other things like that involved. So instead of waiting on a promotion from a company or a boss, I promoted myself. I paid myself the salary that I wanted to pay, and I'm still paying myself to this day. So what if you would like to do that? Would you want to do it, right? So our story is simple. When people ask us, Jason, what is it that you do? It's real simple. We empower people. We help people build better lives, and we give meaning and purpose. Is why that so many people are seeing success. We're showing people how to play on the rich man and the rich woman's playground. Simple and plain. We're showing people the things that they should have taught us in school. We're teaching financial literacy. We're showing people how to invest. We're showing people that, hey, it's okay to not be the next LeBron James. You could be the next Warren Buffett. You could be the next Charlie Munger. You could be the next Jeff Bezos, right? Because these guys make way more money than athletes and entertainers do, right? So that's our story, right? We believe with real change, it begins with positive self-talk and thinking, right? Desire, we teach those things, right? What you want is within, right? So how do you talk to yourself, right? But we become what we think about. So what do you think about, right? And we always ask the question, sir or ma'am, I always like to say king or queen, does your job require you to think, or are you on autopilot, right? What you think about the most, that's what you become. If you think about your job the most, that's what you become. If you think about bills the most, that's what you become. If you think about how much you're behind or whatever the case may be, that's what you become. So what if we could reprogram your thinking to think of abundance, prosperity, success, inspiration, determination, profits, compound interest, all of these things I'm going to be talking about in the call today, right? How would you feel if you had total control of your life? And I always tell people it's a wonderful and beautiful thing to wake up and not owe any man or any woman anything. It's a very beautiful feeling, right? I don't get scam likely. I don't get 800 numbers and stuff like that because I don't owe anybody, right? So making the type of income that I've always dreamed of has always been great, but to not owe anybody is a much better feeling, right? So why did I get started on this journey? Well, I told you guys I had 4 college degrees and I was only barely making $60,000 a year. Almost cleared my annual salary in a month, in the first month of doing this. But I had some very wealthy people in my corner that were rooting for me, right? And they showed me this, and it absolutely changed my paradigm on how I looked at education forever, right? Or financial education. The main thing that scared me was this. 95% of the people in the world only make 5% of the world's wealth. That is a terrible, terrible ratio, right? How would you feel to know that you were going to only earn 5% of the world's wealth, right? Whereas 5% of the people of the world are owning 95% of the entire market, right? So when I saw this, I said, I don't know about anybody else, but I want to become a 5%er, right? I want to become a 5%er. What is it that I have to do to become a 5%er? Because college didn't work for me, right? I graduated college. I promised my parents I would do it. I am the only male in my family that has college degrees, right? I did that, you know, for my parents. But I still wasn't happy. I needed more. I needed more purpose. I needed more fulfillment, right? Then I started looking at these things, right? 60% of people work for someone else, right? So our education system, who was created by the Rockefellers, put in our system that, hey, it's okay to go work for somebody. It's okay to go work for somebody and make someone else rich. That's not abundance. That's not principle. That's not what we want to do. We can't keep passing that down from generation to generation. That's another thing that scared me, right? The next, 35% of people work for themselves. I thought this was pretty cool. I was going to dabble in that until someone said, hey, that's 100% of your own effort. If you get sick, if you have to go on vacation, if you want time alone, if there's an emergency, my guy, if you're not working, you're not making money. And I was like, wow, well, I can't do that. I said, I need leverage. So I started looking at the right side of money, and I understood that building a business, and by the way, they did not teach me this at MBA school, that building a business would offer me the leverage, right? So John Paul Getty, absolutely fascinated with his work. He said, I would rather make 1% off 100 people's efforts versus 100% of my own. And I understood that, right? And then the investor mindset. Like I tell people all the time, you know, teaching your child to be the next LeBron James or Dak Prescott is cool, right? These guys make around 30 or 40 million dollars a year. But what about Warren Buffett, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, right? Mark Zuckerberg, Mark Cuban, right? Just Ty Lopez, just to name a few. These guys, well, I'm just going to use Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett makes 30 or 40 million dollars a day. So if I'm going to teach my kid how to be anything, athletics is good, being an athlete is good, being an entertainer is good if you have the talent. But I want you to learn these financial literacy principles, because you settling for a 30 or 40 million dollar annual salary is cool, but let's gain the knowledge on how to make 40 million a day, right? So how did we gain that knowledge, right? Someone introduced me to the Foreign Exchange Academy, and I want to welcome you guys to the Foreign Exchange Academy, right? Have you ever heard of the foreign exchange markets, right? And we tell people to guess how many zeros are in a trillion, right? So a trillion, that's a lot of zeros. Well, how many zeros are in a trillion? There are 12 zeros in a trillion. Now, I want you guys to imagine not a $5.3 trillion a day market. I want you guys to imagine a $6.6 trillion a day market, right? So what that means is this, and it's real, real simple. If I was to teach you a skill on how to invest your money into a $6.6 trillion a day market, how easy would it be for you to become a six-figure, multiple six-figure, seven-figure, multiple seven-figure earner, right? It's very easy. And for you to accumulate seven figures, it is nothing compared to a $6.6 trillion a day market, right? And used wisely, you can never spend $1 million in your lifetime. So we're talking seven figures out of a $6.6 trillion a day market. I got excited about that, right? I also was excited because this market was open 24 hours, 5 days a week, now 7 worldwide. And this was a market that we can exchange in without owning any physical money, right? So I have people on my team right now, literally, guys. I won't name their names, but I have a guy that's been with me for a week that has taken a $350 account to $1,800 in a week. And today he had his first $3,000 a day, right? So imagine that. Imagine taking $350 and then in a week you made over $5,000, right? I have another guy that my dad's currently with right now that took a $4,000 account and they quadrupled it, right? So imagine being able to do that. Imagine the power you would be able to have with this skill in your hands, right? And not only are we talking about currencies, we're talking about digital currencies as well. If you've ever heard of Bitcoin, if you've ever heard of Ripple, if you've ever heard of anything like that, guys, the digital currency market is projected to hit 1 trillion, and it's setting the stage how everybody handles forms of payment, right? That Bitcoin, Ripple, they're all becoming global forms of payment for everyday purchases everywhere, right? And this is a market that you can also trade in without owning any physical money. So how are we doing this, right? What company are we doing this in? Well, our strategic partner is called I Am Mastery Academy, right? Formerly known as IML. We've been around for 7 years now. We were founded July 4th, 2013. Our mission statement was giving and providing people freedom. We're currently operating in 120 plus countries with over 100,000 customers. And we're SEC and FTC certified, right? And the reason why we rebranded to I Am, because those are two of the most powerful words ever, right? Because whatever you put behind I Am, that's what you become, right? So we like to restructure and reprogram the paradigm to let you know I am educated, right? Because here we make learning simplified. We're going to teach you how to master the foreign and digital currency markets and teach you how to build real wealth and freedom, right? We're going to do this through a couple ways. We're going to do this through the Foreign Exchange Academy, teaching you how to trade currency. We're going to teach you through the High Frequency Academy, showing indices, showing different things like that. We're going to also show you guys the power of cryptocurrency, show you how to dabble into that. And guys, we're also going to show you that other piece, right? The other piece, the 4%. We're going to show you how to leverage your time and leverage your money and leverage your people so you can earn income from that as well. So with this program, guys, this is simply an educational platform that you use with your cell phone or your computer, and you're going to be able to make money on your cell phones and computers, right? And how we're going to do this. Like I said, it's an educational platform. This is a straight learn and earn program where we're going to show you guys how the Terry Clays, the Barbara Draytons, the Miss Sherrys, the Luke Longmires, the Kim Torreses, just to name a few superstars. We're gonna show you guys how to follow them and do exactly what they tell you to do, being coachable and teachable, how you can make money with their guidance and direction, right? So one of the ways we do that is we go live, where we give you access to over 100 plus full-time educators where you'll be able to connect, collaborate, ask, learn, and then ultimately succeed, right? So our next I Am Powerful. We want you guys learning from the best, from them live on your own time. So not only are me, Terry, Barbara, and Miss Sherry going live with our teams pretty much three to 5 times a night a week, where you guys can make money copying the trades we input, but we're going to give you access to the company products as well, where you can copy them and make money off of those products as well, and those experts, right? And that's why we empower you. I Am Empowered. We're going to give you guys the live mentorship. A lot of people say, I don't have the time, right? And I always come back that with, okay, are you busy or are you productive? Because that's two different things, right? Now, we understand people have relationships, they have children, they have jobs. The jobs require overtime, right? Well, we design these mentorships around your busy life and schedule so you don't miss a beat. And we plug you into products where you guys will be able to make money at your job, at church, at home, wherever you so desire. When we see a trade that is ready to go, we're going to send it to you guys and give you the opportunity to make profits, right? So we want you guys to choose your weapon, right? Typically, when we say choose your weapon, we basically choose it for you, right? Because we have developed a system, we have developed a plan, we have developed all of these things, basically, guys, that we're going to help you be successful in the market, right? So some of the things that we use is Gold Cup, right? We use Gold Cup, and we use Steady, and we use Vibrato, right? Those are going to be your 3 weapons that's going to get you on the way to your wealth. And this is a straight learn and earn program, right? We want you guys are not going to understand trading within your first 3 months, your first, maybe even your first 6 months, right? But that's okay, because we want you guys to make money while you're learning, right? I did over 8+ years in college. I didn't make money while I was in college, right? Unless I was working a job. Here, we're going to teach you a skill that's going to pay you for the rest of your life, and you're going to make a good profit and good money while you're doing it, right? So the Hello Center, right? Like I said, you could choose from several products and academies to help your trading. But we're gonna put you on that path for you, because there's so many options. We have so many weapons, so many tools that you can use to be successful. But we're gonna connect you with wonderful, wonderful leaders and mentors to head start you and jumpstart your success. So we'll be choosing the products for you, right? So just a couple testimonies. Monica Tapia, one of the wealthiest women in Mexico. Her and her husband, Yvonne Tapia, earn about $750,000 a month minimum. And you can see here, she says, having the total freedom of living out my dreams and doing things my very own way has brought me my greatest joy. Gary McSween from Tobago, Trinidad, right? He said, I am wealthy, right? This is worth more than money. It's taught me how to create and build real wealth, allow me to spend more time with my family, right? Which is our ultimate goal. Michael from the United States, he says, my life, I am grateful. My ability to make a huge difference in this world is forever changed because of this academy, right? And not only these guys, it's changed my life, and it's changed several of the people that are on this call. It's changed their lives as well. The question now is, are you willing, or are you ready to let it change your life, right? So I am ready. The biggest question we get is, how can you start? Well, here is our investment, right? Everybody knows the motto, it takes money to make money. Our motto is, it doesn't take a lot of money to make a lot of money, because we're talking a one-time investment of $234.95, right? Not a lot of money at all, right? If you think that's a lot of money, we got to get you aiming higher, right? We're gonna say 234 million is a lot of money, right? And then there is a monthly investment as well for $174.95, right? That is less than $5 a day, right? So I always ask people, is your financial freedom, is your legacy, is your inheritance worth $5 a day? And I will hope everyone would say, yes, Jason, it is, right? And this is how much the high frequency education is as well. So you're gonna get all of these included with the one-time investment of $234.95 and the monthly investment of $174.95, basically $175, right? The digital currency education, you can get that as well. We do have the elite package, the 3-in-1. And basically this gives you, the elite package gives you access to every product in the company, but this one is a one-time investment of $325 and a monthly investment of $275. And guys, before I even go any further, I just want to say with full and sheer confidence that the products pay for themselves. If you access the products, you connect with a good mentor, guys, the products pays for themselves. You heard me mention earlier, 2 of my students that haven't even been with me for over a month, right? One of them quadrupling their $4,000 account. The other one taking $350 to $5,000 in a week. Guys, it's possible, right? It's possible. So these are the add-ons. Like we were saying, we're going to give you guys Vibrata, we're going to give you guys Gold Cup, and we're going to give you guys Vibrata and Gold Cup, right, with the US 30. And those are the optional add-ons, right? So what if, I mean, I know, like I said, 79% of people live paycheck to paycheck. A lot of people is like, you know, if they're saying that, I hope they're not, because I hope what they're confessing abundance. But if you're saying, man, I don't know how I would afford $175 a month, well, fear not, because we have a 2 and free program, right? And our 2 and free program basically says this. It says, if you refer 2 active paying customers to the academies, hello free access. And basically what that means is this. It means that you know people who need help. You know people who need financial help. We all know people who need to take part of the financial journey, right? That's everybody. All we're saying is if you bring 2 people into the organization, that your monthly investment will be waived. No more 175 as long as they're active, right? So we also have a business building aspect to this as well, which is absolutely fantastic, right? I was a businessman. I got business degrees. I wanted to figure out how I can build a legit business, since college didn't teach me how to build a legit business, right? They told me to go work for somebody. So here is our compensation plan. And our compensation plan is absolutely fantastic. By far the best compensation plan I've seen in a very, very long time. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a part of this company. I've seen several, and this is by far the best. And not only that, being a businessman as well, guys, OPM, other people's money, this is a perfect opportunity for you to help people build a business and use the profits from the business to put into your trading account to make more money off of that money. It's the ultimate business plan, guys. This is the only place where you can go, take the money that you get paid for helping people and put that into your trading account to double, triple, and quadruple that income as well, right? So let's get into this, right? How many people do we got to help? More importantly, how many people do we want to help? We want to help everybody, right? If you help 3 people, you're a platinum 150. The company recognizes you as a platinum 150. That's $150 a month, right? It's good money. The rank I get excited about is platinum 600. It's just 12 people, right? I had 12 people on my social media. I have 12 people in my phone contacts. I had 12 people that I like. I had 12 people I didn't necessarily take kind to, but I was talking to everybody, right? Because I was like, 12 people is easy, right? And I achieved this in one day. No network marketing experience whatsoever. And I was recognized as a platinum 600. I gave myself a $7,200 annual raise in one day. And I thought this was absolutely fantastic, guys, because number one, I had been working for a job for over 10 plus years, and my raise was never more than 2%. My raise was never more than $50, right? And that was even with the best evaluation. So I absolutely fell in love with this. And I was like, okay, well, let me keep promoting myself, right? So I showed people how to go get 12 people, right? And I had 30 people in my organization, and I received the rank of Platinum 1000, right? When I received Platinum 1000, I was making $1,000 a month, $250 a week. It was fantastic, right? Come back 5 weeks, maybe 6 weeks, 75 people in my organization. Now I've given myself a $24,000 annual raise, right? And the whole time I'm collecting this money, I'm taking this money, putting it in my trading account, and making more money off of that money every week. Turning my $500 into $1,000, turning my $500 into $1,500, turning my $500 into $1,700, right? I was doing that on a consistent basis. So guys, look at how this really can help you by helping people. So I bounced around 225, Platinum 5,000. Guys, that was a good job. That was the job I loved, correctly? Now you're talking $60,000 annual, $1,250 a week, right? Now I'm putting over $1,000 in the trading accounts and turning that to $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 a week. It was fantastic, right? So guys, they have other ranks too that are what we call the elite ranks, and these are the chairman ranks, right? So if you accrue 500 people in your business, you're what we call a chairman 10. And at a chairman 10, guys, the company pays you $10,000 a month plus bonuses. Absolutely fantastic. You can become a 6-figure earner by helping 500 people. It's not a lot of people. There's 7 billion people in the world, right? So 500 people out of 7 billion, and you're a 6-figure earner, right? And you help some more people, 1,250 people. Now you're making $6,250 a week as a chairman, 25 plus bonuses, right? My good friend D.L. Woods achieved the rank of chairman 25, and he's done wonderful things. Bought a Maserati, has a nice home. He's been doing a lot of wonderful things, right? So the guy that brought me into the business by the name of Dr. Raphael Spiller, he's a chairman 50 in the company. He has over 2,500 people in this organization. Well, the company is paying him $12,500 a week. I used to see his commissions, and with bonuses, he was averaging anywhere between $60,000 to $70,000 a month. Absolutely fantastic, right? My goal, 5,000 people, right? My leaders, my superstars on the call are helping me with this. They're helping me realize my dream and my dream come true, because my dream is Chairman 100, right? Where I have 5,000 people in my organization and I'm getting paid $25,000 a week to help people, right? And then that's seven-figure status from business building, right? We have 23-year-old kids who have achieved the rank of Chairman 250, and Bryce Thompson from Morehouse, right? He's making $62,500 a week. It's absolutely amazing, right? $250,000 a month, which is absolutely fantastic. And lastly, my mentor, David Emenitier, 36, 37 years old, has over 30,000 people in his organization, guys. He's making $125,000 a week. He's making $1 million minimum every 40 days. So, guys, this gives you a picture, or gives you an idea of the type of money you can make even before you place your first trade. What's beautiful about this is because if you don't do this, you can still make this type of money trading, right? So you can do it on the trading side, or you can do it on the building side, but why not do both, right? Don't leave any money on the table, right? So these are your fast start levels, right? So your fast start levels, guys, for your platinum packages that you sign people up, your personal sponsors, the company will also pay you an additional $25 for every person that you personally sponsor when you enroll your business as an IBO, an independent business owner, right? For every elite package that you fill out or that you personally enroll, you're gonna get a $50 bonus, right? And it adds up, guys, very, very quickly. So this is what this looks like. 3 happy people right here. Personally refer 3 people in your organization, you're at $150 a month. Personally enrolling 12 people in your organization, $600 a month. Personally enrolling, and you don't have to personally enroll, you just gotta have 30 people in your organization, right? You can sign up with me today. You can personally sponsor 12 people. I personally sponsor 18. I put these 18 people in your organization and you become a Platinum 1000. It's absolutely fantastic, guys. You don't have to do the work by yourself. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself, right? And these are the prime packs, right? If you have a little bit of windfall and you say, okay, you know what? I want to just go ahead. I see the value in the education. I know this is a $6.6 trillion a day industry. There's nowhere in the world where I can compound money this fast and this efficient. Let me go ahead and pay this up for a minute while I have the income. Well, we have 3-month, 6-month, and 12-month packages available for you guys who want to just pay it up and set it and forget it, right? At 3 months, you're looking at $825, 6 months, $1,600, and 12 months, $3,150, right? Which is great for education. So what will your IM be, right? I am paying off debt. We received that, right? I am paying off debt. I am learning how to trade. I am a consistent and profitable trader. I am saving money. I am investing money, right? I don't save money for a rainy day. I invest money for a rainy day. But I am saving money. I am investing money. I am changing my life, right? So what will you become, guys, right? What will you become? So with that being said, take the opportunity, take the chance to change your life, right? looking at this right here is an income disclosure statement, right? And I saw this, and this was absolutely fantastic, right? Showing customers and IBOs. And you can see, guys, that we had more customers than we had IBOs, right, this year. At the IBO ranks, guys, you can see the average income that was earned at these levels. So think about becoming a platinum 2000, right? Because I was a platinum 2000. On the high end, guys, you're gonna make $40,000 additional before you even trade it, right? And on the low end, you only make $763, right? And that's basically you hitting the rank for one day and never hitting it again, right? But look at the average incomes on the high side of these guys. Like, imagine what our mentor David, or my mentor David Imenitie is making, right? Making $5 million, right? On annual, right? A chairman 250 making $4.6 million. A chairman 100 making $1.5 million. A chairman 50 shy of $1 million, right? A chairman 25 making 3.25, right? Guys, these are fantastic incomes, and this is not even including the income that you're going to make from trading. It's absolutely amazing. So take advantage of this opportunity, right? I always like to end these calls with this. I always like to say there's 3 C's in life. You have to do all 3. You have to, it's choice, chance, and change. You have to make the choice to take the chance in order for things in your life to change, right? You know your situation. You know what you want out of life. Are you willing to do what it takes to go get it? Are you willing to be coachable and teachable and do exactly what we tell you to do so you can achieve financial freedom and change your financial DNA, right? If that answer is yes, and we pray it is, right? Get back with the person that invited you on this call, and don't wait to be great. Get started today, get plugged in, and let us basically guide you, teach you, mentor you, on this road, on this path of financial freedom. Guys, I would like to thank you for joining me on this call. I love you, every single one of you. I'll see you guys at the top, because the top definitely is not lonely. Y'all take care. God bless. Have a great day. Bye-bye.